Namaste seekers, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Huljich, and today I will share you about the transits of Mars into the sign of Gemini. Remember, this is sidereal Vedic astrology, is different from Western astrology and tropical astrology. So when you go to your natal chart to evaluate the predictions in this video, make sure you keep that in mind. This transit started the 12th of March in Puerto Rico time, at least 2023 of course, but it was before Gemini in Taurus since August 2022. So from August 2022 to March 2023, this is a very long time for Mars to be in a sign. This was a kind of a special transit for Mars. And during all this period, Mars was working very intensely in the topic Earth element and in the topic fixed quality of the Earth element. What does this mean? That Mars, as the planet of determination, direction in life, purpose, the energy, prana itself, is the planet of the warrior. What does a warrior need to be successful? Discipline, constancy, all of these qualities of a warrior that you can imagine that you as a warrior would like to have, this is Mars. So Mars in an earth sign, which is Taurus, for all this period of time, was making you think and work and act in terms of resources, security, stability, and to strengthen your belief system to work more efficiently towards your goals. If that happened or not, now is the time that the results will come and you will figure out what you were actually doing for the last 6 months, kind of, with the part of your life where you have Taurus. For example, if you are Taurus rising sign, is the first house, the area of life that you were working all this time through Mars. If you are Aries rising sign, it will be second house, and so on and forth. And now that Mars changed the sign into Gemini, Gemini is air element and is dual or mutable element. What it means? That in Taurus, the energy is consolidating, organizing. And Earth is very clear. Finances, structures, beliefs is the connection with the real and actual resources that you need to achieve peace, to achieve healing, to achieve prosperity. Whatever is tangible, whatever is actually seen that you can work with that is Taurus. And through this period, whatever was coming to your life in your direction, Mars was trying to organize that in such a way that you can use that, implement that in your life to achieve your purpose in life. Now that Mars is in Gemini through air element is more connected to link to people, connect to people, communicate with people, and network with people. If this networking, if this connection with people will be positive for you or not, it's up to you at the end. The planets won't force you to go in any kind of direction or to do anything, but they will strongly incline your will in some particular aspects. In this moment, from March 12th to May 10th, we are having the transit of Mars through the sidereal sign of Gemini. Networking, connection with other people, information that you need or you want to organize yourself better, your life better, and the area of your life where you have Gemini, this will be very present through all this time. But according to your rising sign, of course, that will be more specific and more differentiated in a way. Mars in Gemini also, because it's ruled by Mercury, Gemini, it will put mind, intellect together with energy, intensity, passion. hatred, revenge, empowerment, discipline, success, all of frustration, all of these together, it may cause that you have an excess of Vata dosha energy. And when Vata dosha energy is too high, we are worried all the time, worrying about the future, the past, the present, imagine things that are actually not happening, and we don't have proper sleep time, and you wake up very early and you go to bed very late. You have dry skin, intestine problems, assimilation problems, whether information or nutrients. You have problems to evacuate the intestines. You have difficulty with working too much because you are working too hard and too much for a long period of time each day, or you're actually not doing nothing of that, and that is causing problems. So one side or the other, one extreme or the other, may be a direct consequence of Mars in Gemini in someone that is actually not doing nothing to improve this. How can we improve this? Well, for Vata dosha in general, it's very, very good and very wise to have a very tight agenda. And in that agenda, something very important should be to chill out, relax, and enjoy the day. So 1 hour of the day at least, you need to relax and take some free time for you to use some essential oils, to be in nature, to meditate, to do yoga, but to actually be present in the moment. Not through the cell phone, not through social media, not with others, but with yourself. If others are helping you, that is amazing. But if not, just try to connect with yourself, to organize better your daily routine, to improve the time you do things, try to be more consistent in the way you organize yourself, and this will be actually amazing. If you are Aries rising sign, for you this transit will be in the third house, house of brothers, sisters, information, moving, and curiosity, and also prana, the vital force. Mars from this house is ruling your house, your first house, your lagna, and your 8th house, house of transformation and house of purpose in life and direction in life. Information helping you to transform, to resurface in a more empowered way, in a more wise way, to achieve your actual purpose in life. Again, you have been going through Mars in Taurus in the 2nd house, finding the proper resources, understanding, etc. Now it's time to move these resources, this information that you are receiving, in order to become a better version of yourself and go after your dreams and your purpose. In between, life, of course. So one way that you can improve this period of time is through pranayama, chanting mantras, and being kind, considerate, and more conscious about your words. Be careful how you address things, how you speak to others, because Mars is spicy and now is in the house of communication for you. So don't be spicy with your words. Be more empowering for others and try to be with people that empowers you. But be careful with the way you approach verbally to others, or through text or any other mean. If you are Taurus Lagna, rising sign, for you Mars is transiting through the 2nd house, house of finances, of stability, security, family, is the house of your beliefs, most importantly the ones you receive in childhood and are still with you, and you believe that you should be like that and behave like that. All of this is being activated through the transit of Mars, and this also is ruling the 7th house, the house of partnerships, and the 12th house, a house of loss. Loss doesn't mean bad, but also doesn't mean good. Loss is that something must go to something new come in. Whatever you let go, you let come. Whatever you leave, something new is finding you, is reaching you, whether a person or a new job, a new life opportunity, whatever you let go because it's not working for you. Even the same person that you let go in one form that is not working may come back to you in a better shape, in a better form, with better ways of approaching you, communicating, connecting with you. Second house, finances as well. So if you're working with your partner, seventh house, or you have a someone working with you in any sort of project, or you're married and you are living abroad or working with spirituality, well, this will be a very, very successful period because or ideas or opportunities will come to you and will help you a lot. The way you can take care of this energy and keep it in the right direction is to try to meditate more, to dedicate quality time to be in nature, and to be careful with your partner, whether her or his temperament or yours. If you keep all of this in mind, everything will be just amazing. If your rising sign or your ascendant is Gemini, this is Mars transiting the first house of purpose, your body, your success in life, in your profession, and is affecting, influencing, ruling the 11th of gains, recognition, success, projects, friends, and the 6th of disease, enemies, routine, organization, intestine, digestion, assimilation. When you put all of these together, Mars will be empowering you, giving you the strength that you need, but maybe too much strength. So you become kind of easy to act, quick to act, and you don't put too much mind or consideration in your actions, and that may lead you to the wrong direction, the wrong path, attracting strong enemies and bringing loss of reputation, recognition, or actual gains. Though, if you start to use this energy to be more disciplined and constant and dedicated, devoted to the things that you know for sure that will help you in life, that will require you to transform your daily routine, your schedule, the way you go to bed, without the cell phone, without checking social media every second of your day. And that through that, you will also need to improve the way you eat. If we put all of this together, your purpose will be much better and easier. The daily routine will help you a lot, and that will impact directly in the recognition, the success, and the influence that you have upon society, upon a particular group of people, or your friends overall, and that will attract more gains. So be mindful of that. If your rising sign is Cancer, for you the transit will be in the 12th house of loss, of retreat, to go within, to go inside, whether through an actual retreat or traveling abroad, to doing some pilgrimage to temples, to sacred places, or actually to be more connected to nature in general, to the divine. That will help you a lot, but also 12th house, always there is something that we must let go, and it's not necessarily always related to a person. Most of the people think, oh, this person for sure. It's not necessarily in that way, but it may be some sort of way of connecting with that person, or attitude, or projects that you may have with that person, and the person is totally fine, but the things that you are trying to do won't work actually. So this transit may help you to leave behind whatever direction doesn't work for you or for the people with you, around you. And for Cancer rising sign, Mars is actually a great planet because it's a Raja Yoga Karaka. Raja Yoga Karaka means the significator of a great person. And Mars rules the 10, which is the house of profession, of influencing society through your profession, is the house of recognition as well. And the fifth, which is the house of Dharma, one of the three houses of Dharma. The first house is your Dharma, actually, and the fifth is the way you share your Dharma and you live your Dharma. Mars affecting that may bring someone from abroad, most likely a man or a person very manly or very masculine in the way the person is, to your life that may be from a past life or from a foreign country or culture, and bring you a lot of knowledge and understanding about yourself, about your career, about the impact you give to the world and on the world. And also is a house, fifth house, of romance. Being Mars the ruler of that house and in the 12th of the occult, be careful with whatever immoral behavior, because 12th house attracts that but also punishes that, and you don't want to be punished by anything. You want to have a successful period during this transit of Mars through Gemini. So be ethical, be moral, be the best version of yourself, and any sort of temptation, just withdraw yourself inward, go to nature, go to a retreat if you want, to a spiritual retreat, and just try to connect with you. Don't go beyond the back of your partner for pleasure, because that is actually the worst thing that you can do with this transit. Of course, always is a very bad idea, but with this transit, it may have very quick results that will be very negative. If your rising sign is Leo, for you as well, Mars is the ruler of the 9th, which is a house of Dharma, and of the 4th, which is a house of Kendra, angular house. For you as well, Mars is a Raja Yoga Karaka, a significator of a great personality, and Mars is sitting through all this period in the 11th house of gains and recognition. This may bring some extra gains or recognition or new projects that you will want to work with, or people that will help you to achieve more success. And ruling the 9th, this will bring a stronger connection with the guru, whether a female or male guru, and with information that this person is providing to you that some way is affecting the influence that you have on society and the relationship with your family. So be aware of this. If your rising sign is Virgo, the transit of Mars is through the 10th house of profession, affecting the 3rd house and the 8th house. Two houses which are not very the best houses, but in the 10th house, Mars is very comfortable because it's a house where a warrior, it's very, very comfortable because can conquer anything that he wants, and in profession, any type of goal or intention that you may have, a warrior-like attitude always is welcome. To be disciplined, constant, dedicated, focused, determined, and doing what you need to do, not to put excuses. Affecting the 3rd house, information may come to you that will impact on your career positively, in the sense that it's information that is directly helping you, or indirectly, that is information showing you that you need to improve certain areas that you weren't aware of, and now is the time to take care of that. Ruling the 8th house, the house of the occult, you may find out that you have more talents than the one you thought you have. And there is a very short story that I want to share with you. There is a guy, a man, he died, and once dead, he realized he's dead, and he started to see these human-like figures that were more energy shape and a type of beings and not physical beings. And he realized that these beings that he doesn't know who they are crying, they are like helpless, very sad. So he was very curious about the situation. After realizing he was dead, he asked to these beings, "Who are you and why are you so sad?" And one of them answered to the man, "We are your talents, and we are very sad because you didn't use us during your incarnation. So many things that we lost because of that, and you too." So Mars affecting the 8th house is always a time, and any transit actually, of discovering these talents that we may and definitely will find, because we have within us, and these talents may be something different from what we may expect, but definitely they are talents and they will help us. Also, it's the house of traumas, so some trauma that you are sorting out, healing, releasing, transcending through your profession, through the information coming to you either way. If your rising sign, your Lagna is Libra, this is happening in the 9th house, the house of the Guru, the good karma from past lives, luck, positivism, everything is good is coming with the 9th house, and it's ruling the 2nd house and it's ruling the 7th. The 7th, partnerships, marriage, your spouse, 2nd house, finances, 9th house, Guru. It's any sort of paperwork that you may be having with the government, or anything that is that serious and it requires a lawyer or someone to guide you. Because the 2nd house is stability, security, and the 7th, the partnership, you may be somehow finishing some type of process that you were involved that indirectly or directly affected your partner, and that will somehow liberate you from dealing with that. So you will increase the investments, the resources, the finances, the stability, security that you have, and that will kind of open a new chapter in your life, but through the presence of a guru. A guru will guide you in the process. The guru may be a lawyer, may be an accountant, or an actual spiritual leader. If your Lagna rising sign is in Scorpio, Mars is ruling the 1st house and also the 6th, but transiting the 8th. So this may be a little bit difficult. Of course, as we mentioned before, every time Mars is transiting the 8th house, talents may be found, may be discovered within you that you may directly apply in one particular area. In this case, your purpose in life. Your purpose in life will be strongly benefited by these transits through the exploration of yourself, your unconscious mind, and the 8th house, it has a lot to do with yoga, meditation, mysticism. So pay attention to this type of practices and you will be just fine. Though the 6th house will require you to adjust your daily routine, your schedule, your way of eating, and the intensity and the dynamic of your work. If you work too much or too little, you are burnout, Mars will let you know. Perhaps not as you want, but you will be very sure that now you know you need to change for good that area of your life. If your rising sign or Lagna is Sagittarius, Mars is transiting the 7th house, partnerships, spouse, affecting the 5th and also affecting the 12th. 12, as you know, is a house of something that must go because something new must come. Is affecting the 5th, which is a house of passion, of romance, and Mars is that as well, and is sitting in the house of spouse. So if you are in a relationship, a serious relationship, and you don't want to have children, be very, very careful, because during this period, this is kind of careless, a careless passion that just want to experience la petite mort, as they say in French. I hope I am pronouncing this correctly. If you are from France or speak French, you can correct me on the comments. And the 12th house, may may be that you are going abroad or living abroad or some sort of connection with someone, a foreigner or a foreign land or a past life or your lineage or overall the society in general. That connection will be impacting your relationships, your connection with others, and ultimately your creativity to bring new things into existence that will ultimately help you with your dharma. If your Lagna or rising sign is Capricorn, this transit is taking place in the 6th house, affecting the 4th and the 11th. 4th of family, inner peace, happiness, vehicles, home, properties, everything that we know in that direction. The 11th gains, recognition, influence, projects, and Mars sitting in the 6th, which is the house of disease, enemies. Your enemies may be powerful right now with this transit, but you too. And also is the house of routines, of the daily routine, the schedule that you have. And is the house of assimilation, digestion, what you do at work, how you do it. Now is the time to improve the way you organize yourself, you order yourself, the work dynamic, and that will definitely bring some increased gains, recognition, influence that may affect the potential buy of a property, a vehicle, or something between those lines, or generally affects your house in the sense that you are bringing new things that definitely are making your home more beautiful, and you are expanding somehow your house. Be careful with your coworkers, be chill, don't try to be rude with anyone, and if anyone is coming in that direction, just let go and let God. Don't pay attention to negativity. If you are Aquarius rising sign, this transit will be for you in the 5th house. It's affecting the 3rd and the 10th, so it's affecting profession, influence in society, it's affecting your communication, your brother, sister, neighbors, your interest, your level of energy, your prana, your vital energy, and is going through the house of children, creativity, dharma, intelligence, the capacity to counsel others and to receive counseling as well. So it's a very good time for you in terms of profession. New information may arise that could help you a lot in terms of improving in your profession, and you will be very creative during this period. Your creativity will be very sharp in terms of improving your dharma, your connection with your dharma, and how can you link dharma and profession, the things you love the most with the things that give you a livelihood. And this may come through a brother, a sister, if you don't have, through someone that you know. But with this transit, same Mars, passion, house of children. Be careful if you don't want to have children. In communication also, be chill, be relaxed, be respectful. Don't get triggered, don't get angry about anything with anyone during this time, because the energy will be very, very intense, very fiery. And in your profession, some transformations may take place for good, but if not, try to see the pattern behind, if it's something that has been repeating before in another job or in the same place, and what can you do about so you can somehow be free from that negative change, and at the same time create your own path, your own dharma that won't affect you anymore, whatever happened in your workplace. For example, to have a side hustle that gradually is growing and giving you more and more income that make you independent or free you from depending or relying only in that particular workplace. And finally, if you are Pisces rising sign, this transit is taking place in the 4th house, house of family, vehicles, properties, home, inner peace, devotion, faith. Is ruling the 2nd house and is ruling the 9th house. The 9th house, the guru, a wise person, someone really knowledgeable about something that you need, may come to your life during this period, and your finances somehow will find a deeper insight, a deeper intuition that may lead you to take a decision to change something, to improve something. More stability you may find during this period, but not in the sense that it will come more peace, but it will come more necessity to finally reach peace. This may be that you know that you need to meditate and something happened that puts you to meditate. Even though you were procrastinating, now life is moving and you are moving with it. So you better start to do the things that you know will make you feel better and will improve your finances, stability, security, and your knowledge overall. For all the signs, rising sign and everyone, this is a transit where Mars will be in a sign of Mercury, so the mind may be working extra hours, and that may be something good for some and not so good for others. Try to do pranayama, chant mantras. Hanuman Chalisa is the best. If you don't know Sanskrit or how to chant it, just listen to it, put it in the background in your home, keep it running. That will be very beneficial. Chant for Kartikeya, the mantras of Kartikeya, the mantras of Mangala, Mars. To Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, very easy. Mahamrityunjaya mantra. To Ganesha, to release any obstacle. And whatever sadhana, yoga practice that you can do, that will be so beneficial for you that you cannot imagine. Pranayama is key here because Gemini is very connected with the lungs and breathing, and Mars with prana and practice of yoga. So the practice of pranayama will be extremely beneficial. The study of Bhagavad Gita or any type of book that can inspire you, but Bhagavad Gita is, I think, the best with this transit. And that will be all. If you have any question, anything you want to share, please let me know below in the comments. If you like it so far, thank you so much for being here with me in this journey. Give me a comment, a like, subscribe if you didn't do it already. See you next time. Thank you so much. Namaste, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om Tat Sat, Om Namah Shivaya.